Hi everyone, it's Angelina from Love to Craft, and today I will be showing you guys how to do this checkerboard pattern as well as how to do double crochet decreases. For today's video, I will be using Paintbox Yarn's Simply Aran acrylic yarn, and I will also be using a 5.5 millimeter hook. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing that we're going to do is attach the yarn to the start of our piece. If you are making my sweater vest pattern, then you're going to want to do it in the stitch that you placed the stitch marker in when you rotated the piece 90 degrees and began stitching at the top. If you are not using my pattern and just doing a crochet stitch, then you're just going to want to put it in that first stitch on the right side. So go ahead and insert your hook into that stitch, grab your new colored yarn, pull it through, then yarn over and pull through. And now you're going to chain 2 more. 1, 2, so that we've made a total of 3 chains in this stitch. And that's going to begin our piece, and this is going to count as our first double crochet. So then we're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. You're going to yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then do that again, yarn over. And the other important thing is you want to take this end from the first stitch, put it behind the stitch you're going to be inserting in so that you're weaving it in as you go. That way you don't have to weave in that end later. So we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm going to do that again, yarn over, insert into the stitch, make sure that we're also grabbing that back yarn, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And so now we have 4 double crochets, meaning we're counting this as a double crochet like I said earlier. And now we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the next stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and before we pull through the last 2 stitches, we're going to take our second color for our checker, which for me is color B, which is this taupey color. So I'm going to take it, put it on my hook, and pull it through those last 2. And that's how you perform a color change. Then I'm just going to tighten everything to make sure everything's nice and secure. And then I'm going to be weaving in all 3 of these ends. So now I have 3 ends that I'm weaving over while I crochet. So I'm going to do another double crochet just like normal. So yarn over, insert my hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And I'm going to keep double crocheting until I do 4 double crochets. So once you reach where you have 4 stitches in your second color, you're going to do the same thing we did with the white on the 5th stitch. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then stop. You're going to take this yarn and drop it towards the back of the piece. So if you're doing my sweater vest pattern, that's going to be where these double crochets from the ribbing are raised up. The back is where they are sort of lowered and the single crochet rows are raised up. So this is the front. If you're doing a different piece that uses checkerboard, you can just go ahead and pick a side to be the front and pick a side to be the back. Just remember which side is which. If it helps you to mark it in some way, like place a stitch marker in the back or something, do that so that you don't forget. This will make sure that all of our weaved in ends are hidden, and also that our yarn doesn't get tangled and we won't have to spend a lot of time untwisting it after we do this process. So you're going to drop this color to the back and take your new color and bring it forward. So yarn over, pull through 2. Remember, we're still weaving in all of these ends, so we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the next stitch, and do another double crochet. And then you'll see that these ends kind of start to peek out from before. Don't worry, we're just going to cut them and tuck them in. So go ahead and do 4 more do 3 more double crochet in the new color. So as you can see, I have now done 4 total stitches in my first color, and I have trimmed all the ends that were peeking out and tucked them in, and from far away they are hardly noticeable. And once you've finished your pattern, no one will see those little ends that were in the back. So now we're on our 5th stitch. I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then once again I'm going to drop this color towards the back of the piece and bring my second color towards the front of the piece. Then yarn over and pull through those last 2. And then I just like to tighten that a little bit to make sure that everything looks even. Then I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, and do another double crochet. And now I'm going to do 3 more double crochets in this brown, and then I'll show you what to do at the end. Okay, as you can see, I have done 4 stitches in my second color. And now I'm going to go ahead and yarn over, insert my hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. As you can see, I'm not performing a color change because my checkers are going to be 2 rows high. So I don't need to color change here. But what I'm going to do is now chain 3, and then I'm going to turn my piece around. Now I'm going to take my first color, and I'm going to make sure that when I'm bringing it around to the top, I'm keeping it in the back of the piece. I don't want to bring it around this way because then this little end will be sticking out in the front, and we don't want that. I want it to be in the back where it won't be seen. So I'm going to go ahead and yarn over, put my yarn there so that it's woven in. Go ahead and do that first double crochet, and then I'm going to do 3 more double crochets. And now I'm going to go ahead and take my white yarn and pull it so that this end is just very small and not sticking out. And as you can see from the front, you can't see it, and in the back it's just barely there, but no one will see it anyway. And then I'm going to once again perform a color change, so I'll go ahead and do my half of a double crochet, and then once again I'm dropping this color towards the back. Remember, this is the back, so I'm dropping it now towards me, which is the opposite of what we were doing before since the piece is now turned around. Then I'm going to yarn over with the white and pull through, and then I'm gonna just tighten that a little, not too tight, and then yarn over, insert my hook, and do that double crochet. I'm going to keep doing this all the way until I reach the end, remembering that I'm dropping the yarn now toward me because I'm always dropping it towards the back of the piece. Now that I've reached my 5th stitch, I am going to perform a color change because the new checker in the brown color in my second color will begin on the next row. So I've done my half a double crochet in my last stitch. Once again, I'm dropping the yarn toward me, toward the back of the piece, taking my second color and yarn over, pull through those last 2, give it a little tightening, and then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then turn. Once again, making sure that that loose yarn is towards the back of the piece. Then I'm going to do my first double crochet and do that all the way to the end, making sure that once I do a couple of stitches, I pull this tight so that it is as hidden as possible. Okay, I've gone ahead and I have finished that last row, and so that's how you do the checker pattern. You just keep doing that all the way up your piece, and remember which side is your front, which side's your back, so that the yarns sort of untwist themselves as they go. So if that's the end, you can tie off and you'll be all finished. The next thing I'll be showing you how to do is a double crochet decrease, which is important for my sweater vest pattern, but can also be pretty useful in any pattern where you need to do a decrease with double crochets involved. So when you do a standard decrease, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, but before you pull through the next 2, you're going to yarn over, and insert into the next stitch. Pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops at once. And that'll create a decrease. As you can see, we did 2 stitches, but we only have 1 stitch in the next row. Now, some pieces will call for you to do multiple decreases at once, not just 2 stitches being decreased, which is a standard decrease. They want you to do more, which is what occurs in my sweater vest pattern. So if you need to do more than 2, you're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then do as many stitches as are in the pattern you're doing. So if it says 3 or 4, in this case I'll do 4. I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, pull through 2, yarn over, insert my hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So now I've done 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to yarn over and pull through all of those loops at once. And now I've decreased 4 stitches at once into just 1 stitch. And so that's how you do double crochet decreases. So that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in my sweater vest pattern, you can find it on my Etsy, Love to Craft. If not, I hope that this pattern was helpful for you in making whatever funky checkerboard fashion you'll be making with this tutorial. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and stay tuned for a full-length video on how to make a crochet checkerboard sweater vest. Thanks so much. Bye!